Okay, so it seems I'm live. That's what I got notification here. I've not received the notification on my phone yet. I don't know what's wrong. Are we live? I can see some posts, some comments. Okay, that's great. So I got notification that means we are live, and then we are also audible properly. Oh, great. So we are coming for live again after a week. So we did live last week, I guess last Sunday, and then today we have a session, the live one. Great. So we got Lobo. Lobo says hi. Kasade says, oh, this question just went up. You're welcome. Aliens are here. Okay, great. So many people are saying, okay, someone commented in Telugu. Okay, great. Um, yes. Okay, but I can't read. That's the issue. Okay, so what to learn after Python? In fact, there's a video on that. What after Python? So you can watch that. So hi Mukesh, hi Rahul. Chaitanya says hi Ranjit, hi Ranjit. Okay, so questions are coming up now. So it's time to answer your questions. I mean, so every week we get so many subscribers, right? On average, we are getting around 1,200, 1,300 subscribers per day. So in a week, it becomes almost 10,000. Is it? But let's say 9,000, 8,000. Uh, so it's great to connect with you again every week. And then if shout out if you're a new subscriber you have joined in this week. I just wanted to check how many of you subscribe and then you also follow the channel and if you go to you attend the live session as well. So just to update every Sunday. So normally we were doing Saturday live sessions before, but now I feel Sunday is more suitable for my subscribers as well. So Abhishek Maurya says, I'm the one. Focus Point says, I'm a new subscriber. Nitish says, I'm a new subscriber. That's great. A lot of people have joined. Um, okay, don't change your channel picture. So which one? You're talking about the logo? We have already did that. So you want the earlier one or the current one? Because in the earlier one, I guess there was my pick as well, and I believe the Risco is now a bigger platform where I don't want me to be a main person. I mean, yes, I'm there. I'll be making content, but I just want to make it more global. Okay, so I can see so many people watching this. Hit that like button everyone so that you can, so that I will enjoy and I will get motivated. Okay. Where are you from? I'm from Mumbai, born, brought up in Mumbai. Okay. Tejo says, hello, Telescope. Great. Django or PHP, since, see, I have worked on most of the technologies now I'm in Java, PHP, Django. I love working on Django more than PHP. Maybe I have not explored everything in PHP as of now. That's why I prefer, but I prefer Django. Okay. Okay, there's a question from Darshak, and this is different from technology. How to settle in life? You never will be. You know, a lot of people say, I need to settle in my life. Now, first of all, one step for that is a good qualification. I mean, okay, not your marks or the certificates. I mean, skills. You need to have some skill set to survive in the world because people will hire you only when you have a skill. So make sure that you have good amount of skills. I don't want you to be expert. If you are, then that's great. You just need good skill set, and then you need to get a job. It doesn't matter how much they pay you. You have to work, and then you have to earn. You have to learn. There's so many things coming up, and then that's where done, right? Your first part is done, and then yes, of course, if you for different people they have different definition for settlement or settled life. Example for me, it was more about getting a job and then doing enjoy what I do. Example, when I was working for a company, I enjoyed, but then uh, at one point I was feeling that I was working for 9 to 5, but then I was not giving real value to the world. Plus, the company was not able to get the 100% from my side, and I don't enjoy that work where I mean I don't want to work somewhere where I don't enjoy. So for me at that point, my life was not settled. So I left that job, And suddenly I felt that something is going the right way, that I'm not working 9 to 5. And then I did something which I loved. I went back to training. I was doing development as well. And then yes, for training as well, we do work 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or maybe 8 to 10. We don't have time, but then I do enjoy that. I do enjoy training, taking sessions, and then working on the projects, but not 9 to 5 usual job. I mean, if you love it, that's great. For some people, getting married, having kids is settled life. So for some people, it is government job. So it depends. It depends upon you how you take your life. For me, if you're asking advice from my side, I would say get one skill set, get a good job, decent job, enjoy your work. That's enough. Keep your family happy. Okay, next question. Question just went up. AWS or GCP? Always AWS. Okay, that's again my perspective, because I most of my projects are deployed on AWS, and then I love those features which they have. It works better. That's why GCP is also good. There are so many projects. I mean, there's different type of projects you can deploy there. Different type of cloud services are there. In fact, most of the cloud services nowadays are almost same. But AWS is a leader in cloud. In fact, recently I got a mail from AWS by saying they have again won the best cloud service title. So AWS is great. So we got a super chat from Ashish, and then question just went up. Yeah, so Ashish Shukla, thank you so much for the super chat. And the question is, please, some videos on Elasticsearch. Okay, I'm not into big data as of now, so I'm sure Elasticsearch is from big data. Okay, next question is from Sudhir. What's the future of Salesforce technology? It's good. It's good. There's nothing bad is happening. I'm not into that, but whatever I hear from my peers or colleagues, they're happy with it. So, Praveen says, "What's the meaning of Telescope?" Now, this is where you have to. So this is where you have to go to YouTube and search for what Telescope means. So there's a special video on it. Uh, Okay, Bivanshu Bhatt says difference between while loop and for loop. There's always this question, right? Because when you have a concept of loop, why we have different types of loop? Why can't we just go with one? Some people believe that for loop is better than while loop and do while loop. It is, but then there's a specific reason why you should use while loop, why should be using for loop. Example, in terms of while do while, it makes sense. Do you want precondition or post condition? While do while can be solved with that, but then the moment you have a for loop, in normal for loop, in normal loop we have three things, right? We have initialization, iteration, increment, decrement, or condition, increment, decrement. Now, in terms of while loop, you write those things into three different lines, but in for loop, you write in one line. So which one to use? Now, if you try to understand the for loop, in for loop, those three things are compulsory, right? Even if you don't mention condition, you still have to put extra semicolon. If you don't specify the iteration, you still have to put the extra semicolon. So in for loop, when they made for loop, they wanted that as a user, as a developer, if you want to iterate between elements, and if you want to go from 1 to 10, or maybe from first value to last value, for loop makes sense. But what if you don't know the number of values, or it's not finite? Example, let's say if you're chatting online with someone, and then you want to end the chat. So when you will end the chat, because in for loop we have to specify the number of messages you will send. So let's say I will talk to someone, I will send 100 messages, or maybe I want to talk to someone, I'll be spending 100 seconds. So that's 100 seconds, right? So you have a counter. But what if you want to end when you want to end, when you click on the button? And that's where you have a while loop, because in while loop, it doesn't matter from where it starts, from where it ends. What matters is the condition. So when you are only dependent on the condition, always use while loop. But if you have definite set of values, go for loop. Okay, next question. Question just went up. 5 best projects to be hired as a Python developer without having hands-on experience. Okay, what projects you need? So basically, see, the type of projects you have built should match with what type of job you're applying. So let's say if you're applying for a web developer job, you need to have some projects on web development, right? So, and if you want to apply to, let's say, big data development, of course, you should be having some projects. Even small project will do in big data. So depend upon what type of work you're choosing to go into. If you are into security, of course, you have to build those type of projects. And the topic can be anything. So if you're saying web development, go for web development. I mean, it's damn easy. Uh, so choose any topic. Maybe you want to build your own e-commerce website. Maybe you want to build your own chat application, right, online. Do that. So it's not that you have to build something which is very new. You can do things which are which people have done already as well. Because there's not a point that you are proving I can come up with new ideas. You are proving that whatever idea you had, you were able to implement that. So that's what makes you a developer, right? Because most of the requirements will be coming from client side. Not every time you will be coming with your own ideas. So ideas should be something which client will give you, or you can copy with some existing project. Maybe you want to build your own Amazon. What you can change is the way you want to navigate the user, and then the backend as well. Okay. Okay, we got a super chat from Rohan. Thank you so much for the super chat, Rohan. And the question is guided path to become big data engineer. Okay, first of all, if you want to big into big data, first of all, you decide what you want to do. You want to be into admin in that, or you want to be a developer. In for admin, I'm not sure, but for developer, you need to learn a language, maybe Java or Python, because or you can also go for R. Even if you are learning Java, you can also learn Scala after that. So make sure that you learn one language, and then you have to move to some sort of frameworks. I mean, Hadoop or Spark. So you can go with that. Now, once you know a language, once you know big data or Spark, at least basics, then things will get clear for you, because whatever big book you refer, whatever class institute you join, they will help you there. Now, yes, you can learn big data sitting at home watching online videos, but I would suggest if you are learning something niche, take live trainings. Those are much better. Online courses are good, but then going for live training, you can actually ask questions to your trainer, right? So let's say classroom training or online training doesn't matter, but live training will be good if you are doing some niche technology, if you want to get a job in that. Otherwise, you can learn from online courses. What you can do is you can go to some paid courses website and you can buy the course for big data. That should be a start, because that will not be that costly, but you will get the idea how to start and what to get started. Uh, okay, Tessin says, Tessin Fatma says, hi sir, I'm a big fan of you. Oh, thank you so much. One question: network plus Python, any scope in future? Of course. In fact, if you love networking, and then if you want to get to that, in networking as well, we have so many devices nowadays, and if you want to configure them, initially we used to do it manual, but now we are automating it as well. And the favorite language for that is Python. So recently, I met with one of the subscriber, Sumit, and then he is into networking, and he's learning Python now because he want to automate stuff. So it has a good scope. Okay, next question: why use Django if you have JavaScript? Again, that's a choice, right? That's a choice what you make. Why you have to? Why there's another car when you have already have one car? Let's say if we have Maruti Suzuki who build car, then why we have Mercedes they build car? Why we have Hyundai they make cars, right? So everyone have their own way of. I mean, the car is same, right? You sit there, you drive, but then everyone have their own features. Everything has their own way of working. That's why. So you can choose. That's your choice, right? If you love JavaScript, go with that. If you love Django, go with that. Okay, Aman says he has done super chat, but the problem is, there's a super chat from Aman. Oh, thank you so much, Aman, for the super chat. I just missed it. It just went up. Okay. Next question says, Bhaktiya says, answer please, can you upload a series on Android development with Kotlin? See, we have videos on Kotlin. We do have videos on Android, but that's on Java. I will try. It's just that I'm not anymore working on Android to make another videos or video side, because see, the thing is it takes a lot of time. It's not just recording videos; it's content creation, polishing them. Because I don't want to upload any videos, any kind of videos which. So let's say I want to make a video on Android, and then I will not simply start making video. It takes a lot of time, because I have to make sure that I provide you a good content, a quality content, good examples, good explanations. For that things it takes time. And that's why Android is not in my list as of now. But yes, maybe I will start uploading videos with Kotlin and Spring. But let's see how that goes. I'm still planning for it. Okay, next question. So how to get in tech giants after 2 years of experience? So if you want to join big companies, your basics has to be very clear. One of the most basic thing is the aptitude skill, problem solving skills. Second is your data structure skills and your project, what project you have worked on. They also check how fast you can learn a new technology. Uh, so those things you have to improve. So as of now, what you can work on more is communication, because when you go there, they expect you to have good communication skill. Uh, Plus, you need to also have data structure skills and the problem solving skills. And then you can show some of your old projects which you have worked on in the earlier company. And then that experience should match with the experience which you're applying for or the job you're applying for. So if, let's say if you're applying for web development in big giants, you need to have that experience. So when you say you have 2 years experience, it should not be into testing. The testing experience will not be counted in development and vice versa. So if you're saying 2 years experience in testing or development, then for testing as well, you need to, you're a fresher basically. Okay. Is Python 3.7 enough for all drives? Which drives? If Python 3.7 is good. Okay, got your question. Okay, there's a question from Coding Tamiza. What's your 10th marks? Any guess? So what's your guess? So this question for everyone. Can you guess my 10th score? Okay. Angular tutorials, please. See, I'm not into front end. That's why I'm not working on Angular. But there is a course on the Discord platform. So if you go to the Discord.com courses, courses.discord.com, you have a paid course for Angular, which is not created by me. It is from one of my trainer colleague. She has created this Angular course, which is amazing. You can refer that. Okay, Satyam says 85 plus. Guru Sai Reddy says 0 plus. Okay, that's a good guess, 0 plus. At least it will not be negative, right? Someone says 90, someone says 40. Do you think I'm so bad? Okay, Sanket says waiting for new programming series. Yes, we'll be continuing soon. Yeah, I know from a long time. It's on, a lot of things are on hold. Let's see. Okay, Nikhil says 85, 79, 200. How can I score 200 out of 100? Okay, it's basically I scored around 59%. I know you will not trust me, but that's the score. And I'm proud of my score because normally when you go back from 10 to 12, your score goes down, but I went up because I can't go below that. So I went for 12th, I went up for for my graduation, I went up. So it was a good progress for me. Okay, next question is important of C++. It's a good language, right? So there are so many robotic applications, embedded systems are still built on C++. The operating system which you are using is still on C++, so it's a good language. It depends where you want to work. If you want to be a web developer and if you are into C++, it's of no use. So based on what technology you want to work in future, that's how you select a language. Okay, next question. R language, please. Let's see, there are so many things lined up, so I can't actually start with any of the other series. Okay, where's the question? What's the difference between OpenJDK and Oracle JDK? The big difference is OpenJDK is open source, Oracle JDK is a proprietary software from Oracle. And then recently Oracle said that they were making JDK paid. That means if you want to use Java 12, then you have to pay to Oracle. And for personal use, it is free, but for commercial use, you have to pay for it. That's the big difference. Next difference is Oracle, once you're paying for the Oracle JDK, they will give you support because of course, right? Every Java version has a lifetime. Some versions have a long-term support. Some versions have a short support. So after that one, if you want to get the support, then Oracle will ask you to upgrade, and of course they will provide you support as well. But in terms of OpenJDK, you will not be getting any updates from, let's say if there's a security bug, then you have to handle that. You need your own team in your company who will handle that problem. Okay. Next question: which IDE is used in companies? For Java, I've seen so many people, so many companies are moving from Eclipse to IntelliJ. So companies who can afford, they are moving towards IntelliJ, which is a paid one. For the company like us, we are still on Eclipse. I have not moved to IntelliJ yet. So these are two Java IDs available in the companies. Okay. Next question is. I guess so many people are watching this. Hit that like button, everyone, if you are enjoying the live session. Okay, where the question just went up. Okay, Sumit says some leak about here are upcoming videos. Okay, so I want it. So I'm not let Netflix to kill in suspense. So currently I'm planning to complete blockchain series, which we have started. It might be on not. It might not be on YouTube. It might be some other platform. It's just that I'm busy with other work. I'm not able to create content properly. Uh, and then I will be also starting to make videos for Spring and Kotlin because we have done Spring Java. I'm trying for Spring Kotlin. Let's see how that goes. It's still in planning phase. But then, yeah, videos on blockchain will be continued. Okay. So Abhishek says, so what resources do you use to stay updated and learn programming? So I am not sticking to only one resource. I use multiple resources. I buy books. So in my shelf, we have so many books there. I might not read all of them. It's just that they are for reference purpose. I also watch some videos on YouTube. So I have some play. I used to watch. I don't watch it now because I am focusing more on articles and then uh, books, and then what else? Official documentations. I don't watch other people videos now much because what is happening is if I watch their videos, then my understanding becomes their. I mean, their understanding becomes my understanding. So that's where I'm keeping because I'm a content creator, right? So as a content creator, I have to be open. I have to create my own ideas. I need to have my own content flow. And if I watch their videos, then my content flow is getting affected. It happened with me for some of the videos. That's why I'm not watching. Maybe if I get stuck somewhere, let's say I'm working on Django, and then if I get stuck somewhere, and if I don't have my video on that, of course I have to watch someone else's video. That's how I play. So don't just wait for theory concepts. Also, I mean, don't just stick to theory concepts. Also, do practical. The more you work on the project, that's how you learn faster. Uh, so in my earlier days, I used to follow a lot of channels for Spring. To be honest, I learned Spring on Java Brains. It's an amazing channel. It's way back, 4 to 5 years back. I learned Spring from that. Then for Linux, I guess there's a channel which is Bad Tutorials. I don't know, is it the right channel? Bad Tutorials. Yeah, that's right. So that's where I've learned Linux. I mean, I used to know Linux, but then okay, I'm not sure is the right channel which I'm searching here. Uh, does this, yeah, shell scripting, that's right. So yeah, I learned shell scripting, not Linux. I learned shell scripting from Bad Tutorials. There's so many platforms I've learned from. In fact, I do follow some of the YouTubers nowadays, and then I learn from that as well. And then some videos from LinkedIn Learning, some videos from Udemy. Udemy is my last option, right? LinkedIn Learning, and then there's so many other websites. Okay, next question. Manya says your short life story. In fact, let's talk about that in one of the sessions. Maybe the next Sunday live session will be my story. We can do that, right? So I will give a title. So my life story, and then we can discuss about it. Okay, books or video lectures. Which do you prefer? Both. Both. You can't depend upon actually one thing. So it depends, for freshers, videos might be enough. For some people, books might be enough. But then I'm not a primary, my main job is not primary development. My main job is to be a trainer. So when I learn a new technology, it may not be for development, it is more for, in fact, whenever I read an article, I try to understand that in a way so that I can explain it, right? Example, so many people say that they know Spring Framework. Maybe they have just, okay, let's imagine this scenario. I got this question recently about, uh, do you know Spring Cloud? And I said, yes, I have. I know Spring Cloud, and then I mean, I was not sure. I was not. I'm not mastering Spring Cloud. I just know it. And I said, yes, I know bit about Spring Cloud. There was another guy who was a developer, and then that guy said, hey, I've worked on the Spring Cloud. And then the moment you say you have worked on Spring Cloud, your image changes for that person, right? Okay, this person is a master in Spring Cloud. But what happened is he joined a project. He recently joined a project, I mean, maybe 2 or 3 weeks back. And then the entire project was already built. His job was to do some modification, and then he was using Spring Cloud for that. And then this guy says, have worked on Spring Cloud. And then in his portfolio, he has mentioned Spring Cloud. That's the problem starts. So you are not mastering that, but still you're saying it is, you know it. But as a trainer, when I say I know things only when I know it better. Okay. Okay, where can I learn? Okay, question just went up. Uh, I'm a big fan of you, sir. Thank you so much. Manya, question just went up. Okay, someone is giving bad words and saying, look at my question. It's just that, see, there's so many questions are coming up the same way that so many videos are coming up on YouTube. So just because I have uploaded a video, of course, you might not be getting notifications, right? And you might have missed my video. Will I ask you to watch all my videos? Of course not. Okay, what questions are coming up? So the moment you say ask anything, you're asking literally anything. Okay, I prefer Chinese. Yeah. Which company are you currently working? Telesco is a company. Okay, I wish you were a programming teacher. I'm your programming teacher, right? So keep following. When you will be your next Python live sessions? No, Python live sessions will not be there as of that's not in a plan. Let's see. You never know. Um, okay, software testing course. Yes, I'll be uploading more videos on testing as well, but not now. It's just that I'm busy with something else. How old are you? Recently, I crossed 30. Yeah, so 30. Okay. Can you make videos on mean stack? No, I'm not in JavaScript, so I can't do that. Tell me something about MuleSoft. No idea. I'm not into MuleSoft. How to get a placement in company? Again, the same thing. You need some certain skill set. You need to have what else you need? So skill set, communication skills, and then problem solving skills. That's it. Communication is something which you have to work on. I've seen so many people, they believe that they are good developers, they don't need communication. But trust me, company hire people only when they are sure about their communication skills, because you have to work in a team. It's not just about your English, okay? So if you're thinking you have to be fluent in English, that's not the case. Communication is more about, can you put your ideas, can convince people, and there's so many things, right? You have to look positive. You should not put negativity in the project or in the team. So they will check everything, and they know how to judge people. So make sure you work on yourself. Okay. Aditya says, love your videos. I watch your videos. What should I start? Spring Boot, or of course Spring Boot. If you're following this channel, of course Spring Boot. Node.js is also good, but it's not in channel. Okay. Okay, Prasanna, I know blockchain, I know, yeah. So soon I'll be receiving that. I know I promised it in the August, and then I will start soon. So there's also good news which is coming in my life, in the personal life. Okay, not on YouTube. There's good news, but I will let you know after some time. Okay. What is the question? I really enjoy your tutorials. Just one question. Does full stack developers get better salary than Java developers? Yes. But not always. If you're expert in Java, you might earn more than full stack developers. It depends, whatever company you join and whatever project you're working on. So it all depends. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Chinmay. I should be making a video, special videos for Django versus Spring, Node.js, because there are so many questions for that. Yeah. Okay, next question. Love your videos on Java difference between REST and SOAP API. This is a topic for making a video. Okay, so I don't want to say everything about SOAP or REST. It's just that nowadays everyone is using REST. Only the old projects they are built on SOAP, and they still are continuing with it. But the new projects are in REST. And REST is much more easier compared to SOAP. It is much more flexible. So that's the reason. Okay, last two questions and then we are done. So if you're watching this, if you're enjoying this, hit the like button, everyone. So again, we got a common question: is Java dying? No. Okay. Nanotechnology. Okay, I can't talk much about it. What after Python? There's a video. There's a video on what after Python. Bowen says how to get a job in blockchain. First, let me get a job in blockchain first, and then I will let you know. Just that as of now, even companies are not sure how to hire blockchain developers, and that's what they're doing is they are upgrading their existing employees instead of hiring a new blockchain developer. Uh, I'm not sure if they're really hiring fresher blockchain developer as of now, but soon they will start doing it once they figure it out how to use it properly. And then still, I'm into learning phase of blockchain. I'm not expert in that, so I can't talk much about it. So, but I will soon let you know. As of now, just get the opportunity of learning blockchain, learn blockchain, and then be ready. Opportunity might knock your door any day. Right? So be ready with it. Okay. Pinto says kind regards. Thank you so much. Oh. So last one question and then we are done. Question from Somnath is Python is enough for Python is enough to get a job, and the answer is no. See, programming is the only field where you don't need qualification, right? What you need is a skill set, and just because of this line, some people think that they will learn a language from anywhere, maybe online platform, classrooms, and then they will get a job. No, programming is not something which will give you a job. It's just that while learning programming, you learn different stuff as well. Example, how to build a project, testing, networking. Okay, I'm not talking about human interactions. I'm talking about computer networks. So you also need to know those technologies as well. You need to good with your problem solving skills, data structures. So there's so many things you have to learn, and then only you will get a job. Okay, so not just Python, any language. So you learning language will not get you a job. It's just the step, and that's the case. If you don't know stuff, and then I mean, if you know other stuff, if you don't know programming, then also you will not get a job because at least you need to know one language. Java, Python, PHP doesn't matter. So that's it, everyone. That's the thing. We have already crossed 34 minutes, and we'll join again next week. I know I'm not able to answer all the questions, but that's how it goes on YouTube, right? So I can't answer all the questions. So I hope you enjoyed the live session. We'll also do next time. We'll also join next time. Yes, 1 million coming soon. Hope for that. Waiting for it so that you will get a new board on that side. So that's it, everyone. Bye. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Vikas says, check my. Okay. Sorry, Vikas, I lost your super chat in between. What do you do in your free time? I watch movies. I watch online series. Recently, I completed Sacred Games. Okay, now I know a lot of people will say it's not a good series. Not, the season was not that good. But that's fine. I was just enjoying it. Also watch Suits on Netflix. So many things I do on free time. I visit different places locally. So that's it. That's what I do in free time. Bye bye, everyone. See you in the next live session.